Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Kovac, and today we are going to learn about a final stable syllable rule with the endings tion and sion. Let's review what a final stable syllable is. A final stable syllable is a syllable at the end of the word that is made up of a combination of letters that stick together, stay stable, and have a sound of their own, and it's unique. So today we're going to focus on tion and sion, and both of these final stable syllables say shun. Let's get started. So with our final stable syllable of tion and soin, we know that it is stable and it sticks together. So when we see a word like mission, we really are going to pay attention to that ending. But with any word that we divide, the first thing we must do is identify the vowels. Let's review the vowels for a minute. Let's say them together. A, E, I, O, U, sometimes Y, and sometimes W. So there are 7, 5 regular and 2 semivowels. So let's identify our vowels. And I see 2 I's. We know that each syllable part must have a vowel in it. So when I see my final stable, I'm looking for that combination. And I see mission, S-I-O-N. It's automatic. And we divide there. Also, I notice in this word, it has double consonants. Didn't we learn a vowel dividing rule for that also? Yes. So we divide between 2 consonants. So let's see what we have. Shun. Mission. Mission. We divided our word correctly. So let's try some more together. Okay, the first word we have is portion. Portion. What's the first thing we're to do? That's right, find our vowels. Okay, I've identified our vowels. Now we're going to divide. I'm looking at the end for that final stable. I see tion and it says shun, so I know it sticks together and I divide. And then I look at the first. Or, I should have underlined the R, because why? It's an R-controlled vowel and they stay together. Portion. Portion. Did you divide it correctly? Let's try the next one. Friction. Friction. I'm identifying my vowels. Then I'm going to, I notice my final stable. Tion. I divide. Friction. Is this open or closed? That's right, it's closed because there's the consonant making that the short sound. Notice in this also, it has a blend at the beginning. We hear both consonant sounds. Okay, let's get to some harder words. Look at this big long word. Construction. What's the first thing we do? Identify our vowels. Then I'm going to look at the final because it's stable. It's not changing. Shun. I divide. Now I have to go back. Construction. 2 consonants, we divide. Shun. Construction. Good job. Let's try this one. Session. You do it first. What's the first thing we do? Identify our vowels. Then we're going to look at the end. I see something that's stable, something that doesn't change and has its own sound. Shun. And we divide. Session. Session. Okay, let's try permission. Let's do it quietly. Did you divide the same way I did? Permission. And this should be underlined because it's a what? R-controlled vowel. Notice here, consonant, 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 divide. We're using all of our syllable rules. Let's try this last one, discussion. First thing we do, identify our vowels. And then look at the end. I see it. Plus, it's 2 consonants. Discussion. 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 Good job. So let's review. When you have a word, especially a multisyllabic word, meaning many syllables, you want to look for some of those patterns. Go to the final. See if it's a stable. Are the letters together? Does it make its own sound? If so, then use your rules of when to divide. If you're not sure, you can always identify your vowels and use your other syllables. And then at the end, a light bulb might go off and say, oh, yeah, that is a final stable syllable. So today we learned all about that final stable syllable, and hopefully you will use it in both your reading and writing. Happy reading.